You did not even send me your born anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say. You did not even send me your born anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode 30 of Reading Fanfiction with Teddy and Peter. With you, as always, is your co-host, Teddy Burns. And with me at my side, as always, is...
It's me. It's Peter. I'm the other name in the title. 3-0. That's a big milestone.
We've hit another 0. This is technically our 4th, because we started on 0. Remember, we had episode 0 and episode 1.
You're right.
So this is the 31st episode. But what do you guys think about that?
Well, do you remember I I don't think this was on the pod, but before, like, we were talking to Jack during the Jack episode, and Jack was like, "How many episodes is this?" And I was like, I think this is maybe like our 30th episode or something." To Jack, and he was like, "Whoa," and you were like, "No, it's not. It's like our 9th."
Yes.
Is it like, this has definitely been, for some reason at that time I thought we had done so many more.
You have, in my memory, you have either drastically over or underestimated how many we've done.
Yes, definitely. I
But-
mean, yeah.
30 makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good number. XXX.
Yeah,
This
so
one's unrated.
originally we tried to find an XXX Tentacion.
Yeah.
One, because the 3X Roman numerals
Yeah.
being, meaning 30.
30 Tentacion.
But there's not as many out there as maybe I suspected, and most of the ones that were out there use the N-word.
Yeah.
So
It seemed in
it
poor
just didn't
taste.
seem worth it. So I just went on fanfiction.net then and just searched the word 30 and just kind of sorted by word
You should
count
have
and
searched
seen.
for XXX. That would have, I think.
Well, we found those too, but both of them weren't about XXX.
Oh, no, I
They
mean,
were-
like, you should have searched XXX as your, like, instead of... You just get to... what we got.
Anyway, so what we got to was this story called
Your tab.
it's called 30 Days of Sailing by, I haven't actually looked at this author's name yet.
Oh, jeez, that's-
Yatsubad Dances in the Rain 5. 30 Days of Sailing. It's under the Mario category. And the description reads 30 Days of Luigi / Daisy. So I just put in the word 30. So it's rated fiction K, English, romance and humor, Daisy Luigi. 3 chapters, 3,960 words. I don't think we'll read all of those, but there are 2 favorites, 1 follow, and this was July 16th, 2019.
It's recent.
Fairly. I mean, I would expect Mario ones to be.
Really? Oh, you just mean there are a lot
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, I guess you're right.
And this is we're getting on this has all been 2 years ago.
Well, a year and a half.
Either way. I don't think we've ever done, because we did the first one we did David was the one I wrote,
Yeah, yes.
which was Mario.
Yeah.
But it was more Super Smash.
Yeah, I think there's
So I don't think we've done a Mario proper
Well,
yet.
the one we did with Nick, the sex one, was...
Oh, yeah, a Nintendo Fans Lost.
Yeah, well, that was like a third Mario. That was
Yeah.
Princess Peach. Because she's so hot and sexy.
Yeah, with those long Caucasian legs.
Yeah. Hell yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. So these is just these is just a series. It's 30 like just I guess they're one shots. The author doesn't use the word, but I
Yeah,
will
they're
take the
one
liberty
shots.
of using it to describe it. And I'll just kind of, I'll just read some off and maybe we'll look at what the other ones are out there. But there are 30 of these. So one is holding hands. Snow was always a good excuse to hold hands, Daisy decided, even though she couldn't feel his hand through the gloves, but that didn't really matter. Luigi didn't really seem to get the color coordinates of their scarves. He enthusiastically showed her one decorated with tiny beads, but that wouldn't work. But orange and blue always worked well together.
The idea of Luigi like trying to be romantic or like really
Or,
have
like,
any
creative.
like yeah creative or like have any like inspiration at all.
Like the idea, he enthusiastically tiny beads.
Yeah, like
I
I
was
have
like,
no idea
would
what that means.
Luigi do that? I think of Luigi as kind of like, I think the common consensus is that Luigi is like a Ringo-esque,
Yeah.
lovably like kind of,
yeah.
quote unquote useless. But
Yeah.
this just so
He's
like
a foil.
I think he's supposed to be kind of endearingly dopey.
Yes, yeah.
But the tiny beads,
What does that mean?
I think that's just the author's opinion. I think he means like they're little sparkles on the scarves. And
like
orange
a boa.
and blue are
Like a boa.
like a boa, perhaps. And orange and blue, if you recall,
But it's cold.
is a color schema you can wear as Luigi in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Just get to number 2.
2. Cuddling somewhere. Saying love may be concrete to him, but Daisy had to disagree. She wasn't entirely sure, but there was something that made her grin when Luigi held her hand and she kissed the corner of his mouth. Alright. 3.
Ew.
Why?
That was gross.
3. Watching a movie. The unsuspecting protagonist crept across the ship.
It's crepe spelled.
Is it?
Yeah, it isn't with a K.
No.
Wait,
Crept
really?
is with a C.
Wait, edit that out. Edit that out. Edit that out.
Yeah,
Edit that out. Edit that out.
No,
Edit
I'm
that out.
definitely not editing that out.
Edit that out.
Crept across the ship.
Nico, call me when
Forget
you hear
that
this.
ever happened. Her shoes lost in the swamp. The music pounded alongside a heartbeat. The protagonist's hand shakily opening the door to the control room. If she got this ship running before morning, she could get through this. Cree! Daisy placed a hand over her heart. The second screamed closer to her ears.
Oh,
Luigi had
yes,
squeezed her and tightly alongside the scream.
That's my boy.
She took in a deep breath and laughed. I think your scream scared me more than the movie. Sorry. So this is great actually because this is canonically accurate as anyone who's played any of the games in the Luigi's Mansion franchise. I don't know how.
If you've played any of the Luigi's Mansion franchise, comment in the comment.
Comment
this
Luigi's
video.
Mansion in the comments if you've made it this far and played it and you've played it.
Yeah,
it has to be both. Otherwise, don't comment.
Also, if you're the first comment, we're giving out $500. We're giving $500 to the person who posts the first comment.
But you have to be a real person.
You have to be a real person, and
You
then give us
can't
your
be-
address.
And the soch.
Yeah, the
so
soch
4 is
for
kissing.
Oh, hell yes!
It wasn't like
Yes,
Luigi hadn't thought of it, because lately Daisy had been making jokes about kissing him. And it was a very nice thought, but it was also nerve-wracking. What if their teeth clacked together?
What if he's 12? Luigi's functionally 12.
The morality of it is extremely vague.
Yeah.
And that's how, their teeth clack together. I mean, how old... I always imagine, these are all, adults in their 30s, even though they act, foolish. I thought that, Mario is definitely a man.
I mean, if he's a plumber, I mean, you have to go to, training for that, you know? You don't just become a plumber. It's hard to become a plumber.
I would age Mario at 35.
35? Well, it depends. So, like, how old was... There was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show where Mario was a human being. We could look... What was that guy's age? It was probably like... He was probably, like, in his mid-40s.
That was
I'm
Bob
pretty bad with
Hoskins,
seeing
right?
ages.
Or no, they got someone... That was for the movie.
I don't remember who they got. Oh, yeah, for the movie. Fuck, man. I forgot about the movie.
I'm just going to look up a picture of Bob Hoskins. And it's going to be that and
he just kind of looked like
Roger
Mario.
Rabbit.
I definitely give him that. I give him that casting.
Well,
That
they should
was a
have
good-
gotten Robert De Niro because he's actually Italian.
Well, I mean...
Well, actually, I don't
Do you
know.
think Robert De Niro
Is Bob
going to want to
Hoskins?
play Rob? We got I have the best fucking role.
Bob
role
Hoskins,
for you.
Mario.
He does look like Mario.
He does look like Mario, and
Dude,
he's like
I love
a man,
this picture because
you
it
know?
looks like Luigi is like Heiling Hitler.
It looks like they both are.
Yeah.
The Dazzling Failures. I'll never watch this movie.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But like he legit looks like Mario. I mean, the mustache is upside down. That's fair.
Oof.
I mean, that is tough. That's a bad comparison.
Hang me, oh, hang me. They sang that in Mario. Anyway, sorry. Kissing. Because lately Daisy had been making jokes about kissing him, and it was very nice love. It was also nerve-wracking. What if their teeth clocked together? What if one of them went too fast and they slammed their heads together?
Yeah,
If they
what
missed placing their mouths together, it would be terribly awkward. And there were the good things to consider, which just added to the like his erection. The possibility that Daisy would have a dreamy look on her face,
Whoa.
and that it wasn't all a joke. Then he could look back on that hypothetical memory and feel light. Unfortunately, it ultimately manifested as a bizarre nightmare, where they were both dolls and a pair of disembodied hands smashed their cloth faces together. So the next time they saw each other, he took the plunge. Daisy had a look of surprise for approximately 3 seconds before she got closer and kissed him right back.
Hell yes.
Later, in parentheses, when Luigi brought up the kissing jokes, she would avert her gaze and say, "Well, they weren't jokes." She'd wanted to kiss him that whole time.
That's so.
I thought they were
fucking
in a
crazy.
relationship.
Yeah, they're in an official relationship now. Dude, Luigi like leaning.
Okay. Wearing an item of clothing. This is 5. Luigi had to be careful with her tiara. He wasn't sure if the jewel on it would break if he dropped it, but he didn't have to worry about the brooch, as it was clasped securely. But he had a bad habit of poking at it. The overalls hung rather loosely on Daisy,
Okay.
but that was fine. Luigi had asked for them back for a while, but she refused. He had lots of pairs after all.
That's so hot. When you wear your
When your girlfriend wears...
just Mario Bros things. When your GF wears your
Just
overalls.
Mario Bros. GF things. Daisy in like morning after. I want a morning after Daisy
Daisy, yeah.
skin where it's her wearing Luigi
A
and
walk
Luigi
walk
and
of shame Daisy.
slut shaming Daisy.
Shaming Daisy.
But then there would, of course, have to be slut shame Luigi.
Of course, yeah. I think they should all. I think all the characters in Smash should have a cat calling skin. Like they're either like Wario,
degenerate
certain
skin.
yeah, certain characters like Wario, Bowser, Ganondorf are the cat callers, and then certain other characters are the ones being cat called. I think that would be pretty good. Nintendo, if you're listening to this, we have created such a bond with your game.
Yeah.
We love it so much. The memories are too much for me to consider. Please add a cat calling feature to Super Smash Brothers.
Why can't you just allow us to have a cat calling feature? It's like you don't even recognize how much we love it.
It's insane.
So
if
I'm
you
kinda...
just made the game better, it would be a better game.
Oh, So here's argument number 14.
Oh shit.
It started off as a small annoyance, but escalated into a deeper argument. Words were not meant to
Luigi
be.
hit her.
Words not meant to be said spilled out from both sides, and Daisy had stormed off
He fucking
somewhere.
pinged her. He upbeat her.
Ping! Luigi roughly brushed away his tears. It went too far, but in any case, he wasn't going to be the first to apologize. 15. Apologizing. I want them to talk more. I want more sense of their personality.
It's
As-
number
as the
17,
author.
chastity. Daisy made Luigi wear a cage on his dick at all times.
Speaking of 17, 17 is different writing style, parentheses, cheeky. So I think that's like a note from the author to us.
Okay. Yeah,
They walked like a couple. Two people walking like a couple would require the two to hold hands. It was an
axiomatic.
axiomatic
Quiescent
mating ritual. Wow. What's this author's name again? I have to give them props.
Yatsuba
Bad
dances in the rain.
Bad dances in the rain. 5.
5, yeah.
I thought I knew every word in the book, but I didn't.
In the book.
I didn't really think that. But oh my god, the Nulla Para princess
I don't know what that means.
was quite overjoyed to be with the commoner. A princess was not to engage in... Yeah, can you dictionary some of these words?
No. I mean, I know what the other two are. I don't know what no.
We'll do Nulla Para.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
A princess was not to engage in communication with someone like that. There were histories of stories that proved this fact. Nonetheless, the princess took part in the
Oh my god.
scrofluous activity of
okay.
grasping his
Of
hand.
course.
What is it?
So it's a woman who's never given birth before, and it's from the Latin pario to give birth, noli never. So never having given birth. But that's
really inappropriate.
It's a very weird thing to do. I mean,
This is not K+.
Yeah.
Giving birth is R-rated. Because it has, privates.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to imagine that she can give birth.
Oh my god, look at this. Would you enjoy a saucer and cup of tea? The man investigated. I would like this saucer and cup of tea. The princess rebutted. And where shall we acquire this? A place I don't know much about.
What is this? What is this section?
It's cheeky! It's different writing style cheeky.
Don't yell.
And what is this place called? I do not recall, but I know the way. Then let us rush off. I fear it may become pluvious. 20 is on a date. They took a route by train, the conversation abuzz with excitement about the trip. Daisy had practically dragged him out of the train, though he was able to match her speed. They finally stopped at what looked like a shopping arcade, Daisy pointing up at the store on the second floor. When they climbed the stairs, Luigi saw a figurine, a hand-sized cow, that bobbed its head, and almost immediately went in to buy it. Later in the day, they visited the food shops and bought cold shaved ice. It was crunchy and sweet.
It's better than warm shaved ice.
If it made one's mouth numb. On the train ride home, Daisy...
It made you numb. It was really good because you couldn't feel anything.
Numb, yeah. On the train ride home, Daisy had comfortably rested her head on his chest, and they both drifted off.
That's so fucking...
Was that their first date? No way.
No, there's no way. There's no way it's their first date. That's a crazy first date. Hey, do you want to go on a train ride with me?
There's some shaved ice at the other
Yeah, get some really nice shaved ice.
Alright.
I like to imagine it's just the ice. There's none of the flavoring in it.
So
you're just eating raw ice.
Oh, wait a second. So to reiterate... so to reiterate, there are 30 of these, and they're each like a little thing. Number 22 is spooning.
Epic.
Having a nagging feeling while trying to sleep was one of the worst feelings in the world.
Oh,
Daisy
yeah. Oh,
decided.
that's a nagging feeling,
Yeah.
all right.
She couldn't remember the last time she saw the enthusiastic ghost puppy, Polterpup.
What?
She tried to
I know
retrace her
what that is.
steps.
Yeah, it's from Luigi's Mansion.
There was dinner where the little guy slept on a chair for a rare moment of peace. He had happily eaten the cookies that the couple accidentally burned, but Luigi had told her that the puppy had eaten stranger things. Daisy's mind was foggy after that, so she got up and began to walk through the cold house. She found Polterpup curled in an armchair downstairs and gave him a few pets before going back to
Where's
her
the
shared bedroom.
spoon? Oh,
Yeah,
oh, it's
that's-
coming. It's getting. It's coming. It's coming.
But in the short time she was gone,
Oh my
Luigi
God,
had
it's so
completely
long.
sprawled out across the bed. Daisy walked around to what was supposed to be her side of the bed and observed Luigi sleeping.
Is Daisy also Italian?
Is Daisy an Italian name?
I don't know.
What's its origins?
It's a flower.
She leaned down and gave him a gentle shake. Luigi, can I please come back in?
Luigi, can I please come back in?
Luigi! She only got a few mumbles in his sleep as a reply. Daisy shook his shoulder a little harder. Luigi, move.
Luigi,
please move. He blurrily looked up at her and mumbled an apology. It's okay. Luigi moved to give her more space, and she slipped under the covers and sheets easily. He rested a hand on her arm and gasped, Cold!
Cold.
Don't!
Frigid.
I was walking around. He wordlessly lifted up his arm, inviting her into a cuddle position.
Oh,
Daisy
we could do that
eagerly
right now.
scooted in. Yeah, let's just adjust. Daisy eagerly scooted in, pressing her back against his chest. She still felt cold and shivered a little. Luigi rested his arm on her side, and she
Dude, I
held
bet
his
Luigi's
hand.
super hairy.
Hairy?
Yeah, I bet he's hairy.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you were meaning to say horny,
oh well,
and you
also
were
horny.
misspeaking. Yeah,
But
Luigi
I mean
is
hairy,
probably
yeah,
like-
but he's like super hairy.
that's why their entire arms and like say yeah, you probably have like just dark
Yeah.
bush of
I imagine
arm
him
hair
with like
and
a big
hair everywhere,
stylized,
you know.
like if they ever had to
Yeah.
draw it, like a big stylized, like
yeah.
you know, sort of like curly Q
Yeah.
formation on him. Yeah.
Luigi rested his arm around her side and she held his hand. Daisy could feel his warm breath caress the back of her neck,
Oh.
just above the collar of her t-shirt. She toyed with the idea of putting it out, if just to playfully tease him. But he might get flustered, and that would ruin the cozy, drowsy atmosphere. She made a compromise with herself to tell him about it at breakfast. She hoped it wouldn't feel too soon. This was very nice. Too soon for what?
She's pregnant. Clearly, that's what the subtext is. If you don't get that, then I mean, you're not. Are you even reading it? She's so clearly pregnant in that scene.
Wait, what is this? Okay, 24, Karen. Jeez, Daisy said as she put down the first aid kit. They really did a number on you, huh? Hand, please. She removed Luigi's torn glove, exposing the deep gash
Holy shit!
on his hand.
It's the Goombas.
Oh my god.
The fucking Goombas.
She glanced at the bandage that covered the top of his forehead. Listen, she said. You keep doing your best out there, but come back safe. Promise? A promise. Daisy, I am sorry.
It is the Goombas. We have to save your
Okay,
sister.
there's one
Is
called
Princess
In Battle
Peach-
Side by Side Disney Magical World. I'm not going to read that one. It's too damn
It's
long.
really fucking
Oh my
long.
god,
Oh
it's
my
like its
God.
own. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well,
gotta
obviously, we're
yeah.
going to read number 30
30.
on their wedding day. Luigi
So have
breathed.
I assume they're virgins. Like
Yeah.
they wouldn't have sex before marriage.
No.
Not Luigi and Daisy.
Not my Luigi, not my Daisy.
I don't believe it.
Luigi breathed and tugged on his sleeves. They kept rolling back, and that wouldn't do it all. But why did they keep retreating? Are you pulling on your sleeves? Daisy asked. She was covering her eyes as she walked into the room. It's fine. How'd you know? You sighed, she said. Ah, he tilted his head. What are you doing? Well, I want to be surprised when I walk up to you, so... It's okay, Luigi said. You cannot see me. Daisy didn't move her hands away. I opened...
He did his side B and he like exploded away.
Yeah, I mean, like this is a machinima. Like they're jostling up and down when they're and like they taunt to like express.
Yeah.
Daisy didn't move her hands away. I opened my eyes, she said to his silence. I can see your shoes. He chuckled and asked, Are your eyes closed now? She nodded and he gently drew her hands into his.
Oh my god, dude.
I just want to say I'm so happy. I want to share it with you forever. Daisy squeezed his hands and hugged him. I want to share it
Luigi
with
having
you
like a
too.
genuine emotion is so good. He's such like a goon.
Yeah. Author's note. Originally posted on AO3 on December 7th, 2016. February 7th, 2017. Thank you for reading this. So this is...
Yeah, this is pretty old.
Wow. What's AO3?
Archive of our own. Duh. Any true fanfiction head would know that.
Well, there's no reviews of it.
I'm taking
30
over
days
the pod.
of sailing.
I'm taking over the pod.
Okay, say your piece.
You're
Oh
now
my
public
God.
enemy number 1. All fans of the podcast should try to apprehend you at their first opportunity.
No. Yatsubo Dancing in the Rain.
Yeah, this is
5
pretty
is
crazy.
public enemy number 1. Author has written 226
Oh my
stories.
God, dude.
For, I mean, we don't have to, but this is a lot of things. All my fics are taken from my AO3,
My AOC.
my AOC account under the same name. There are fics, fan art, mixtapes, etc. that cannot be posted. Jeez. So feel free to go to the AO3 account.
I
if you're
love
interested.
that. Death Note, Greek mythology, and Splatoon.
Stardew Valley, BoJack Horseman, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
There's so much like just Japanese in this list.
Yeah. Moana.
What are
Lots of Luigi.
were there
Daisy.
any reviews of that?
No. And he did one of Steven Universe
Oh really?
called
I
Learn to
forgot.
Love.
Oh wow, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Does it look good?
You're scrolling way too fast.
Just look at one part of it.
Okay, when review reform. Yeah, it's like fine. I mean, like honestly,
Well, so we
it's
kind of
like,
just did two, didn't we? Like we just did two
well, we
fanfictions.
didn't really read this one.
Well, I think it's good that we start doing like two per an episode just to get more out of the way.
What do you mean out of the way? What does that mean?
Just to like, get more done.
Why are you bringing
In the
this up
same
now?
amount of
This is the
time.
first. Listen, Nico. This is the first time he's brought this up to me. How about this? We'll put a poll up on our Discord. We're gonna put a poll up on the Discord channel if you want us to do two fan fictions in an episode. But that would mean we would spend less time on the individual fan fictions because I'm not doing this for longer than I have to. So
It's less a question about whether they want two fan fictions per an episode and whether we are just open to the possibility of doing our part to get as many fan fictions done as we can.
why does that matter though? Why does it matter how many we do?
There's like a certain amount that we're trying to reach.
No, there isn't.
There's like a credible. There's an amount that you want to put on your resume.
Oh. What is that? What amount is that? This is news to me. I wasn't gonna put this on my resume. I'll be honest with you. 420, 69.
That's not funny. You can just see how it looks better for us to be able to do more in the same amount of time.
I mean, we're spending so much time even talking about this. It seems moot at that point if you're talking about efficiency.
Yeah. Well, I think that we should wrap it up. So we mostly did the Luigi and Daisy one.
Yeah, I mean, we
Depending
didn't.
on who you
To
ask,
be
we
fair, we
also
didn't
did
really.
the Steven Universe
We didn't
one.
really do the Daisy and Luigi one. We did like at most a quarter of it, which is fine. I mean, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
amount of that we
I mean,
chose
as always,
to
the
do.
link will be below.
Yeah. Please support this author.
Yeah,
I think they have merch.
they don't.
They have merch. I will be selling Yatsuba Dances in the Rain 5 merch on my Patreon.
I do like their icon is nice.
Their AVI, yeah, it's like an anime.
Oh, I quit out of it.
Dude, you fucking...
We're gonna look at it and then we're gonna end it. Yeah, it's like
it's
like
like
a little
anime.
kid.
A cute little kid in the rain.
Anyway, with that, thanks for listening, everybody.
That's probably Yatsuba.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, see you later.
Good night and good luck, New York.